Here's the first question. A man prospecting for oil in a desert leaves his base camp and drives 42 kilometers on a bearing of 032 degrees. He then drives 28 kilometers on a bearing of 154. All right. So, this 032 degrees, it means 32 degrees, but only that in bearing, numbers are given as 3-figure bearing. Instead of saying 79 degrees, you should say 079 degrees. This is 3-figure bearing. Okay? So, the first question is saying, how far is he now from the base camp? The second question, what is his bearing from the base camp? So, to understand this question, you have to draw a diagram. Please, I advise you to copy this question down so that you understand the diagram. The first thing is to draw the compass, the starting point. So, here's the starting point. This is the north line. 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. Bearing is measured from the 0 degree or from the north line. So, let's go. The man drives on a bearing of 032 degrees. So, where is 32 degrees? 32 degrees is between 0 and 90. So, 32 degrees. Okay, so here's 32 degrees. He drives for 42 kilometers. All right. After the 42 kilometers, he then drives on a bearing of 154 degrees for 28 kilometers. So, another compass. This is 90. This is 180 degrees. Okay? So, where is the 154 degrees? 154 degrees is between 90 and 180. So, here we go. 154. Alright. So, this is 154 degrees. He drives for 28 kilometers. Okay, so after the 28 kilometers, it now means the man is somewhere here. Right? Let me draw a compass. Right. So here's the man now. Let me join to have a complete diagram. Right. If I'm to draw a triangle separately, it will look something like this. Something like this. Alright, let me name this A, this B, this C. Okay, this is 42, AB is 42 kilometers, BC is 28 kilometers. Now, the first question is saying, how far is he now from the base camp? The man is at C. The base camp is at A. So the distance AC is needed. But how can we find that distance AC? We have to find angle B first. So, how can we find angle B? Let me go back to the original diagram and find angle B. Okay, this angle 32 is equal to this one. This is 32. This is also 32. Why? These are called alternate angles. This angle is equal to this angle. These are called alternate angles. So alternate angles are equal. Okay, what about this angle? You have to say 180 minus 154. Why 180? Angles on a straight line add up to 180. This is 180 degrees. So angles on a straight line add up to 180. So it's 180 minus 154 equals to 26 degrees. This is 26 degrees. So this whole angle is 32 plus 26, that is 58 degrees. Okay, so it means angle B is 58 degrees. So the first question is saying, calculate this distance of the main from the base camp. Yes, the main, yes, the base. So this is side B. How do we calculate side B? B squared. You have to use the cosine rule. Why the cosine rule? Because the cosine rule is used when given two sides and an angle in between. Now it's cos rule. So B squared equals to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cos B. Okay? So B squared equals to 28 squared plus 42 squared minus 2 times 28 times 42 cos 58 degrees. So B squared equals to, using a calculator, 28 squared plus 42 squared minus 2 times 42 times 28 cos 58 equals to square root of 1301.629, etc., etc. So you have to find the square root of this. So square root of the answer. So B equals to 36.1 kilometers. So this is the answer. This is the distance of the main now from the base camp. 36.1 kilometers. Question B. What is his bearing from the base camp? Now, the main is here. This point A, B, C. So, the needed bearing is this one. This is the needed bearing. So, how do we find that bearing? We have to find this missing angle. And you have to add by 32. This missing angle plus 32 equals total bearing. So, how do we find that angle? A, B, C. This is 42. This is 28. And this is 36.1. And this angle equals to 58. So, to find angle A, this missing angle, to find angle A, you have to use the sine rule. So, sine A, we have to use the sine rule. So, sine A over 28 equals to sine 58 over 36.1. Then multiply by 28, sine A equals to 28 sine 58 over 36.1. Using the calculator here, you get 0.657765,836, but there is no need of writing this number down. So you have to press the second function keypad or the shift keypad, then sine, then equals to. The answer will be 41.1 degrees. The answer is 41.1 degrees, meaning this angle 41.1 degrees. But the question is saying the bearing of the main now. The main is somewhere here from the base camp. So it's 32 plus 41.1 degrees. 32 plus 41.1 degrees equals to 73.1 degrees. So this is the total bearing of the main from the base camp, 73.1 degrees. So that's it for this first question. Next question. Okay. A is 6 kilometers north of B. AC is 9 kilometers. Calculate BC. The first question. The second question, angle ABC. And the third question, the bearing of B from C. Okay. So the first thing here is to complete the diagram. You have to find this angle. So how do we find this angle? 180 minus 63 equals to 117. Why 180? Angles on a straight line add up to 180. So this is a straight line. Okay, so this is 117. If we are to draw a separate triangle, it will look something like this. Something like this. This is 6. This is 9. And now 117. This is B, A, C. So the first question is saying find BC. BC meaning this A. So we have to use the cosine rule. A squared equals to 6 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 6 times 9 cos 117. Why using the cosine rule? The cosine rule is used when given two sides and an angle in between. Okay, so A squared equals to, using a calculator, 6 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 6 times 9 cos 117. You get 166.03, 09, etc., etc. Then you have to find the square root of this. Right. You have to find the square root of this answer to find the value of A. Okay, so A equals to the square root of the 166.0309. A equals to 12.9 kilometers. To 3 significant figures. So this is the answer. So BC is 12.9. Okay. So question number B. Find the angle ABC. This angle ABC. Okay. So let us draw a separate diagram. So here's a triangle. So to find this angle, you have to use the sine rule. Sine B over 9 equals to sine 117 over 12.9. Then you have to cross multiply by 9. 9 sine 117 over 12.9. You get 0.621632, etc., etc. So you have to press the second function keypad, then sine, then equals to. The answer here equals to 38.4 degrees. Okay, so angle B equals to 38.4 degrees. So this angle is 38.4 degrees. All right. So the next question, the last question, in fact, the bearing of B from C. The bearing of B from C. So you have to draw the canvas where the statement is saying from. You have to draw the canvas where the statement is saying from. So let us draw a compass on C. So yes, the compass at C. All right. The question is saying the bearing of B from C, meaning this is the bearing needed. But this is 180. This side is 180 degrees, a straight line. So how do we find this part? You have to add 180 plus this angle. So what is this angle? Okay, this is 38.4, and these angles are alternate angles. So this angle is 38.4. This angle and this angle are alternate angles. So it's also 38.4. So to find the total bearing, you have to add 180 plus 38.4. So the bearing of B from C equals to 180 plus 38.4 equals to 218.4 degrees. This angle is equal to this angle. They are alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. This angle is equal to this one. So that's it for bearing. Please subscribe to my channel for you not to miss the best tutorials in mathematics. Till the next time, please stay safe. I love you all. Bye-bye.